Joel 1. I read from the Institute for Scripture Research, the ISR, because it takes a direct translation from Hebrew to English, Greek to English, and Aramaic to English. Yah is short for Yahweh, Yahweh, Yod-He, Vav-He. Yah is the Elohim of the heavens and the earth, the first and the last and the only. Yah is an extremely jealous El. He doesn't even want the names of idols or mighty ones to come to our lips. And the letter J is about 600 years old, while the son of Elohim, Yehoshua, died on a stake for the sins of all of humanity over 2,000 years ago. And a direct translation from Hebrew to English, Yehoshua is Joshua. And Joel is Yoel or Yoel. Y-O apostrophe E with a half a check mark L. And when I say E with a half a check mark, it's always on top of the E and it's never on any other letter. So that's why I say E with a half a check mark. And H with a dot. The dot will be in the middle, bottom, underneath of the H. And when I enunciate, I think that's the word, enunciate words or names more so than others, it's because those are the names or titles of Yahweh and Yehoshua. Yeah, I just realized that Joel, well, I didn't just realize it, but I realized it today, that Joel was only 3 chapters. So, yeah, I'm just going to get right into it. Joel 1. The word of Yahweh that came to Yoel, son of Pethuel, Pethu apostrophe E with a half a check mark L. Hear this, you elders, and give ear, all you inhabitants of the land. Has this ever been in your days, or even in the days of your fathers? Relate it to your children, and your children to their children, and their children to the generation after them. This is going to bug me. I'm going to have to check this out. There's a bump in my Bible. Found it. Anyways, what the nine N or GNAWING, in case it's hard to, 9 like the darkness and gnashing of teeth, only it's 9. What the 9 locust left, swarming locust has eaten, and what the swarming locust left, the crawling locust has eaten, and what the crawling locust left, the consuming locust has eaten. Wake up, you drunkards, and weep, and wail, all you drinkers of wine, on account of the new wine, for it has been cut off from your mouth. For a nation has come up against my land, strong and innumerable. INNUMERABLE. Innumerable, as in like numberless. Its teeth are the teeth of a lion, and it has the fangs of a lioness. Now, I have a curiosity question. Is a lion and a lioness, do they not have the same teeth? I thought they did. Anyways. It has laid waste my vine and splintered my fig tree. It has made it entirely bare and cast it away. Its branches became white. Wail like a maiden girded with sackcloth for the husband of her youth. The grain offering and the drink offering have been cut off from the house of Yahweh. The priests, servants of Yahweh, have mourned. The field is ravaged. The ground has mourned. For the grain is ruined. The new wine has dried up. The oil fails. The farmers are ashamed. The vine dressers wail over the wheat and over the barley, for the harvest of the field is destroyed. The vine has dried up, and the fig tree droops. Pomegranate, also palm and apple tree all the trees of the field are dried up, because joy has dried up among the sons of men. Gird yourselves and lament, you priests, wail, you attendants of the slaughter place. Come lie all night in sackcloth, you attendants of my Elohim. Sorry, of my Elohim. That's the part that should have been enunciated, not my. My is lowercase. Elohim, for the grain offering and the drink offering are withheld from the house of your Elohim. Set up a fast, call an assembly, gather the elders, all the inhabitants of the land, into the house of Yah your Elohim, and cry out to YahWeh. Alas, for the day of YahWeh is near, and it comes as destruction from the Almighty. Is not the food cut off before your eyes, joy and gladness from the house of our Elohim? Is not the food cut off before our eyes, joy and gladness from the house of our Elohim? I get it, okay. The seed has rotted under their clods, storehouses are laid waste. Granaries? Granaries? Granaries are broken down, for the grain has withered. How the beasts moan. The herds of cattle are restless, because they have no pasture. The flocks of sheep also perish. I cry to you, YahWeh, for fire has consumed the pastures of the wilderness, and a flame has set on fire all the trees of the field. Even the beasts of the field cry out to you, for the water streams are dried up, and fire has consumed the pasture of the wilderness.